Jeff is ready. Good evening. I'd like to call our meeting to order tonight. I want to thank everybody for coming on this April Fool's Day, but it's April 1st. I'd like to lead us in our prayer, and right from the prayer, we're going to the Pledge of Allegiance. So will everybody please stand? Flag of the United States of America, republic for which it stands, God, indivisible. Mr. Higginbotham, call roll, please.
Councilman Roberts.
Here.
President Logan.
Here.
Councilman Henn.
Here.
Councilman Davis.
Here.
Councilman Hogg.
Here.
Motion carries, Mr. President.
Item four is thank you. Item 4 is presentations out of our mayor's office. She will be working with Chief Burton. We're going to be swearing in 2 new police officers, welcoming them to the city of Northport. Thank you, Mayor, and welcome Officers Studdard and Spears to our police force, so thank you guys. Item 5 is approval of our agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as printed?
Motion to approve.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton.
Yes.
Motion carries.
7A1, unfinished business, is an ordinance or second reading of an ordinance annexing .3 acres located at 308 48th Avenue. Ms. Ram?
Yes, sir. This annexation request is from Mr. Charlie Cecil Morris Jr. He is requesting to annex 3/10 of an acre located at 308 48th Avenue. That initial zoning will be agricultural. He currently has a single-family residence at the property. He is requesting annexation to receive city services. This does come with a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission.
Thank you. Is there a motion to grant that request for annexation of .3 acres located at 308 48th Avenue?
I'll make the motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Second item is a second reading annexation of 42.38 acres located east of Flatwoods Road and south of Booth Estate subdivision. Ms. Ram?
Yes, sir. This request comes from Thompson Family Limited. They are requesting to annex 42.38 acres. It is located off of Flatwoods Road, just north of McFarland Boulevard and south of Booth Estates. The property is currently undeveloped and will come in with the designation of agricultural. At the next council meeting, you will hear the second reading on the rezoning to RS4. This does come with a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission as well.
Thank you. Is there a motion to grant that request?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Roberts. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Third item is a second reading of a permanent resolution accepting the maintenance for municipal public improvements in the Summit Subdivision Phase 2. Mr. Higginbotham.
Yes, sir. These improvements have been inspected by the engineering department, and we are in agreement that they meet city standards. This is for Phase 2.
Thank you. Is there a motion to adopt that resolution?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Roberts. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
New business 8A1 is a first reading of an ordinance declaring a sales tax holiday. This is something that we've done year after year, Ms. Hoffman, so I'll offer that for a first reading. 8A2 is a first reading of an amendment to changes in Chapter 42 of the City Code regarding the recycling program. Ms. Starnes, again, this is basically to codify our existing ordinance to include recycling and offering a definition. Is that correct? Thank you. I'll offer that for a first reading on that 8A2. 8B1 is a resolution declaring certain items as surplus and authorizing the proper disposal. Mr. Murphy.
Yes, sir. This is disposal of some old computer equipment from the police department.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve the resolution declaring these items as surplus?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Davis. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Second item is a resolution authorizing our city administrator's office to maintain the annual contract with Vertiv Services Incorporated and improve the requisition for the cost. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. This is the annual contract with Vertiv Services. These are the backup batteries for the radio towers. And this is a budgeted item of $4,230.
Thank you, Chief. Is there is there a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion to approve.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton. Motion carries.
Third item is a resolution authorizing our city administrator's office to maintain the annual contract with Motorola Solutions and improve the requisition for said costs. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. This is the annual contract for Motorola. As you know, there's about a 3% increase every year. This year, the total cost of that is around $144,000.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion to approve.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Davis.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 4 is a resolution authorizing our mayor's office to enter into an agreement with MetLife and Palomar for group life and AD&D insurance. Mr. Rose out of HR.
Yes, sir. We provide, the city provides group life and AD&D insurance for all of its employees, along with some voluntary supplemental insurance. This is for a 2-year agreement with Palomar, or with MetLife through Palomar. The current provider was going to go up about $1,300 a year, so we shopped it out through another firm, and they got 4 quotes, and actually the 2 companies, Cobb's and Palomar, shopped the same MetLife, and Palomar was the lowest on that, so they was about $1,300 a year on that.
Thank you, Mr. Rose. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make the motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Thank you. Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 5 is a resolution awarding the 30 cubic yard knuckle boom. That's bid file 19-04 to Ingram Equipment Company, LLC, and authorizing our city administrator's office to sign the requisition. Requisition will be 401992 to Ingram Equipment Company, LLC, in an amount of $174,884.44. Ms. Starnes.
Yes, sir. Public Works received bids for a knuckle boom trash loader. We received 2 bids, and Ingram Equipment was the lowest bidder. This is approved in 2019 budget.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Davis. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 6 is a resolution authorizing the engagement of Raymond James and Bradley Arent to serve as our underwriter and bond counsel for the upcoming Series 2019 warrants. Mr. Higginbotham.
Yes, sir. In the past, we have been working with Raymond James and Bradley Arant. This particular contract would be to look at these Series 2009 bonds, which would, of course, then in turn be 2019. They're looking at selling these bonds or returning these bonds and then purchasing more at a lower interest rate. By doing this, they are not increasing any debt to the city, and then they're also not increasing the time required on the payback for the bond. So in reality, it's a savings to the city by going from about a 4% interest rate down to about 2.86. This could be up to about $300,000 in savings. These bonds do run through 2029, but again, this is I want to reiterate, this is not any new debt. This is simply a way to reduce some of the debt that we have, some of the interest.
All right, thank you. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Roberts. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton, President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 7 is a resolution authorizing our city administrator's office to sign the containment letter for an unused sanitary sewer easement located at Crestmont Apartments. That's 2433 Main Avenue in Northport. Mr. John Powell Webb.
Yes, approximately 60 years ago, an easement was recorded for utilities across the middle of this apartment complex. This easement's been abandoned. The utilities have been moved to the south. This letter will confirm the city will not use the vacant easements in the future. The department has no interest in using this.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve that resolution?
Motion to approve.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Davis. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Henn.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 8 is a resolution declaring certain items as surplus and authorizing their proper disposal. Mr. Webb?
Yes, we have, 2 utility trailers, some pumps, pipings, fittings, fire hydrants that are ECU for life, and would like to dispose of them.
Thank you. Is there a motion to declare these certain items as surplus and authorizing their proper disposal?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Henn,
Yes.
Councilman Davis.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item C is our consent agenda. They range from minutes of the previous meeting, bill listing, travel and training for various employees, to invoice request payments for Burt Kleinpeter. And of course, we have a PO requisition for fire hydrant components from Ferguson Enterprises that's coming out of our utilities budget. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda as printed?
I'll make that motion.
That's a motion by Councilman Davis. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Davis,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton,
Yes.
Councilman Hogg.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 9, reports of special committees to council. If any member of council or the mayor's office wanted to give a report from their respective committee or an upcoming meeting.
Yes, Mr. President, Dr. Hinton and I met with Mr. Rose for the administrative committee. We are targeting April 15th as a first reading for the HR handbook. We believe we're about 99% complete. There's some minor items that need to be reviewed. And if the council would prefer, we could present a cliff notes of changes to review, similar to what has been prepared in the past, instead of trying to go through it line item by line item.
I think that'd probably be better if you just hit the high points with what we're looking at changing. I think that will probably get us past it, because I think if you've already 99%.
Most of the work has already been done. It's
Yep.
just a matter of a few minor items that needed to be
Okay.
reviewed or directions taken. So that's our target, is the 15th to have a first reading.
All right. Very good. Any other reports of committees?
Projects Committee meets next Monday morning at 9 o'clock in the pre-council.
All right, thank you. Item 10, public hearings. We have none on the agenda. Item 11, city administrator's business. Mr. Higginbotham.
No business tonight, Mr. President.
Thank you. Item 12, departmental business out of our PD. We have one ABC license request. It's Hoda Market LLC, doing business as Northport Chevron. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. This application comes from Holder Market, 3435 McFarland Boulevard. We do not find any issues with this application.
All right, thank you, Chief. Is there a motion to approve or deny the ABC license for A1 Express?
Motion to approve.
That's a motion by Councilman Hogg. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Roberts. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Mr. Higginbotham.
Councilman Hogg,
Yes.
Councilman Roberts,
Yes.
President Logan,
Yes.
Councilman Hinton, Councilman Davis.
Yes.
Motion carries.
Item 13 is public comment. We have one citizen signed to speak. Ms. Kay Holden.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Kay Holden, 3010 Natchez Landing Court. I'm here representing Northwood Lake HOA. Thank you all for what you do. I appreciate y'all. Every month I come in here and hear what's on your list. But sorry, I've got to add or have a few questions, but here we go. Thank you for tearing down 5121 Northwood Lake Drive West. We have had so many compliments and thank yous for that. There is a small outstanding issue is the car. Will the city be taking care of the car that was abandoned there, or as a community, what should we do about this? Did you want me to contact someone? Or Julie, do you know?
I do know that that was not included in the condemnation, so that's probably a separate process. So if you want to give me a call.
I'll work with you? Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. And we had asked, we were just curious if it gotten on an agenda for the painting of the lines after y'all put the divider where you turn into our subdivision off of 69, those yellow dividers. When you turn in, all the lines have been worn out, so people are kind of cutting across when you turn in. They cut up back there to go to Publix, and they're coming across the line. And we were thinking maybe if the lines were painted. I'd brought that up a couple months ago. I'm not sure if that's in a budget or how the line painting goes for the streets. Do I follow up with Brooke on that?
I think that's probably, I hate to just pass the football, that's an ALDOT.
ALDOT?
I think they
Okay.
need to spend some of their money, or our money.
Okay. All right. I'll work
And I'm a
with them.
firm believer that lines won't keep people from cutting across anything in the city of Northport, so
Okay.
that's,
Well,
that's
we-
just me.
and we were also, what about our speed bumps as far as the lines have worn off those? I mean, Chief Burton's done a great job. We have got people to slow down, but we thought, okay, next step, we're trying to do a phase 2 of slowing people down. Used to, there's painted lines on the ramps before they get airborne when they hit them, the speed tables. So is that the city or is that ALDOT? Thank you. And then the easiest one to answer is repaving. Do we have a month of when Northwood Lake Drive West and Ochatta-Clay?
That's probably the biggest project we have,
Okay.
and that we don't dictate what job is next.
Oh, Mallory.
That's up to Mallory Burkhalter.
Okay.
So,
Thank you, guys. You guys just point me in the right direction, and you know I go. So thank you so much for what you do, and thank you again for tearing down that house. Appreciate it.
Thank you. Item 14 is mayor and council members' business. I'm going to start with the Honorable Mayor Donna Aaron.
I just want everybody to be sure that they remember Saturday is a big day in downtown Northport. Our bicentennial events going on. And come down there and spend a little time that day, a lot of time that day, or just spend it all day. There's something going on. And I've had several people I've passed along to Ms. Starrs that cannot hardly wait till the recycling starts. So, we are ready to go. That's all.
Thank you. District 1, Councilman Roberts.
Keeping in theme with the safety and speed, I've had conversations with a few of the individuals, Chief Burton, Ms. Starnes, John Powell has given me information. We've got a request again to revisit one way around Eccles, and I guess it's now the Sprayberry Center, 23rd, 26th, and 28th. Without rushing into anything, going to do some investigation on bus routes and try and find a plan. We'd like to find a way that may be applicable to all our school zones. I think it's a little criminal that folks want to speed around a school to begin with. But we're trying to come up with maybe a few ideas. So we're kind of engaging the folks in the community, the school folks, and then our own staff to figure out what the best plan is and then maybe roll that out for the next school year.
All right, thank you. District 2, under my business, just wanted to dovetail up what the mayor was saying. Saturday, our bicentennial committee, if anybody's on the bicentennial, I want to recognize, if you would stand, just if you were on that bicentennial committee, all the hard work that they've done. How long have we worked on that? Months. Chuck, yeah. But 2 years. 2 years? Has it been that long? Probably so. Yeah. April 6th, Mayor, like Mayor's saying, it's supposed to be a big to-do, and please come out. I think the first events are the beard competition at 1:30, I think. Is that right? Yeah, beard. So you have to have a beard. So you have to have a beard. So
A real beard.
a real beard. 5 o'clock shadows do not count. So many thanks to the Bicentennial Committee for working hard on it. I'm looking forward to it. So that's all the business I have. District 3, Councilman Hinton.
None today.
District 4, Councilman Davis.
I have none tonight.
District 5, Councilman Hogg.
I was just hoping someone would have an April Fool's joke, but other than that, I don't have anything.
All right. We do have an executive session. That's not an April Fool's joke. That is correct. And I think, Ron, you were saying we need 15 minutes to discuss potential retail development. The session should take no longer than 15 minutes.
Yes, sir. No action will be taken.
No action will be taken as well, and we will come out and conclude and adjourn our meeting. So staff does not need to stay. Is that right, Mr. Higginbotham?
That's right.
All right. Is there a motion to adjourn the meeting to go into executive session to discuss potential retail development? Session shouldn't take no longer than 15 minutes, and we will not have any votes coming out, and staff is not needed to stay.